Hey everyone, Kara from the spacebetweenblog.net here. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about pry bars and removing paneling and maybe even drywall underneath. As you might know if you read the blog, we bought an old Key West Concomb that was covered in paneling, and then underneath we discovered drywall. We're moving from room to room. I'm working on this little, it's like an awkward hallway. It used to be the hallway. We're gonna make it part of the guest bathroom, but I'm in the process of removing the paneling here. And there are two different kinds of pry bars that I use. We actually purchased at this house, but I've used a lot with my father. He always called it a cat's paw. And it has, you can see, pointier ends. And both of these tools you can use either end. There's an angled end and then a straight end. This pry bar is flat on both ends. So this is the one that we're going to use to remove the paneling. And I figured I would just show you on this one piece because our ceilings are 9 feet tall. So there's the 4 by 8 foot sheet of paneling, and they had to add on this little piece at the bottom with this seam that holds it in pretty good. So I've already removed the little corner pieces. Those are really easy. I use this pry bar as well, along with the claw end of the hammer, and just kind of work my way around and pry it out. But for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this angled end here, try to find where the nails are, hammer it in, and then with the hand over hand motion, using the claw of the hammer and this, pry it out of this. So let's see if it works. So first, loosen all the nails on the end. Okay, and you can see where it's kind of coming out here, but it is really a tight fit. So I like to use the angled end of the pry bar, and then the claw of the hammer, and then just alternate. One kind of holds it open and keep it taut to kind of pull the paneling away from the wall. And then when you get the other side in, you can pry it further down. This is a slippery little angle here. And we're getting to a row of nails. That was causing a little bit of trouble, but you can see it works pretty good. And then from here, you should be able to just pull it or even hammer it out. So then you can see that drywall underneath. We actually are not sure what we're going to do in here. It looks like we do not have anything good to work with behind it, so we may end up keeping this drywall, but I'll be able to show you on this little piece, because we'll be putting baseboards for sure, how to remove these. This is old drywall that was nailed in, which is much less convenient than removing screws, but that's where this handy tool comes in handy with the actual pointed claws on here. So we'll start with the straight end, gives you the right angle, go in right over the nail, and then hammer it in, and then pry it out, and then use the other side to give you a little bit more torque, and you'll be able to get it out. Is there another? There's one other one. Let's see. I can show you one more time here. I would say definitely hammer it down as far as you can, because if you don't get the head of the nail right in the crevice here, you're just going to break back and fold it back and then end up with more trouble than it's worth. So hammer it all the way down over the nail. Work to pry it out, and then let's see if our piece of drywall comes right out. I'm sure, yeah, there she is, the nail there. So 2 little crowbar techniques, pry bar techniques that we've used a lot in our demolition process, so hopefully you find it helpful.